There are few things more frustrating than starting your day feeling, well, blocked up. If you struggle with morning constipation, what if I told you the solution might be hiding in plain sight, right in your daily routine? And hey, if you're dealing with this, you are so not alone. We're talking about roughly 15% of the entire US population dealing with constipation regularly. That's a huge number. But here's the good news. You don't need a massive overhaul. Sometimes the smallest changes can make the biggest difference. So let's get right to it. Could your morning routine actually be the problem here? The answer is yeah. It's very likely a big part of it. So let's break down exactly what might be going on. Think about it. Your morning really sets the tone for your entire digestive system for the rest of the day. You can either get things moving smoothly, or a few common mistakes can bring everything to a grinding halt. It's kind of like starting a car on a cold day. You got to warm it up right. Okay, first things first, let's just make sure we're all on the same page. When we talk about constipation, we're really just talking about difficult and infrequent bowel movements. Simple as that. The main thing to remember is your body needs the right conditions to stay regular. All right, let's dive into our first section, what you're drinking and eating. These first two habits are all about what you put into your body right after you wake up. And honestly, they're probably the most impactful changes you can make. Okay, mistake number one, and it's a big one, not hydrating first thing in the morning. I mean, think about it. You've just gone, 7, 8 hours without a drop of water? Your body is naturally dehydrated, and that is a huge problem for your digestive system. And here's why that matters so much. You actually lose a surprising amount of water while you sleep, somewhere between 400 and 700 milliliters, just from breathing and sweating. If you don't replace that water, your large intestine gets thirsty and it starts pulling water out of your food waste. The results? Well, things get hard and difficult to pass. So replacing that fluid is absolutely crucial to keep everything moving the way it should. And the fix for this? It couldn't be simpler. Before you even think about that morning coffee, just drink a glass of water. You can add a squeeze of lemon if you want a little flavor, but the main thing is to just start rehydrating right away. All right, on to mistake number 2, eating a low-fiber breakfast. If your typical morning meal is something like a pastry or sugary cereal, you are missing a massive opportunity to get your digestive system going. Fiber is, and I can't stress this enough, absolutely essential for staying regular. Just look at the difference here. On one side, you've got the usual suspects that can make things worse, sugary cereals, pastries, plain white toast. But on the other side, you've got these fiber powerhouses, like berries, chia seeds, even avocados. Fiber is just a non-negotiable for a healthy gut. Why? Because it adds bulk and basically helps push everything through your system. Okay, so we've covered what you eat and drink. Now let's talk about how you move, and maybe more importantly, how you respond to your body's signals. This brings us to mistake number 3, not moving your body. A sedentary morning pretty much guarantees a sedentary gut. If your routine is basically bed to coffee maker to chair, well, your digestive system is probably still hitting the snooze button. And this isn't just a theory. The science is really clear on this. Physical activity literally stimulates your intestines. Those muscle contractions are what physically push waste through your colon. It's like a wake-up call for your insides. And look, the fix here doesn't mean you have to run a 5K before breakfast. Not at all. We're talking about a short walk, a few minutes of light stretching, even just tidying up around the house can be enough to kickstart your system. All right, mistake number 4 is a big one, and it's all about listening to your body. If you're constantly ignoring the urge to go or you don't have a consistent routine, you can really throw your whole digestive system for a loop. Here's what happens. When you repeatedly ignore those signals, your body kind of gets the message and becomes less sensitive to them. Over time, that just makes everything harder to pass and seriously increases your risk of chronic constipation. So the takeaway here is simple. When you gotta go, you gotta go. So the fix here is pretty straightforward. Step 1, respond when your body calls. Step 2, try to establish a regular time each morning. This literally trains your body, making things way more predictable and a whole lot more comfortable. Okay, let's move on to our final section, hidden health factors. We're going to look at 2 things that you might not immediately connect with constipation, but trust me, they can have a major impact. So mistake number 5 is ignoring potential side effects for medication. Have you ever started a new medication or even a supplement and suddenly noticed things aren't moving like they used to? There's a good chance there's a connection. A lot of common prescriptions can slow down your digestion as a side effect. Some of the big ones include things like GLP-1s, which are common for diabetes and weight loss, but also certain pain meds and even iron supplements are well known for causing constipation. It's just so important to be aware of how what you're taking might be affecting you. And this part is so important, so listen up. Please do not just stop taking a prescribed medication on your own. If you think there's a connection, the only right move is to talk to your doctor or pharmacist. They can help you figure out how to manage the side effect or maybe find a different option. Okay, our final mistake, number 6, is an irregular sleep schedule. Your body, and especially your gut, absolutely thrives on routine. You see, your digestive system has its own internal clock, its circadian rhythm, and when your sleep is all over the place, it throws that clock completely out of whack. So, what's the goal? For most adults, that sweet spot is somewhere between 7 and 9 hours of sleep a night. Staying in that zone helps keep your body's natural rhythm on track, and that in turn really supports a regular bathroom routine. All right, so we've just walked through the 6 biggest morning mistakes that can make constipation worse, and, more importantly, how to fix them. So now let's pull it all together into one simple blueprint for a much better morning. The path forward isn't about some massive, complicated overhaul. It's really just about these 4 simple things. Hydrate the second you wake up. Eat a breakfast packed with fiber. Move your body in some way. And listen to what your body is trying to tell you. And remember, you don't have to tackle all of this at once. The real key is just to start somewhere. So my question to you is, looking at this list, which one small change are you going to start with tomorrow?